What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel. And today, as you can tell from the title, from the thumbnail, we are unveiling another new series on the channel for Madden 20 that I think you guys are going to enjoy. It should be coming next week sometime. Because, we did that video about 3 weeks ago where I titled it Rebuilding My Channel, trying to get a little heart-to-heart and say, I'm not happy with the videos I'm making. I feel like you guys aren't digging it, and what can I do better? And you guys wanted to see new rebuilds. Go back to the realistic rebuild style. We've done that. I'm having a blast doing that. Seems like you guys are really enjoying this, especially a lot more than the other types of rebuilds that I was doing previously. You guys wanted me to really end the Bucks franchise and get back into something that is a new franchise mode, fresh players, that's storyline driven, while still having a tie to reality, which I think is what we're doing. We're going up against the XFL. It's essentially a no draft, no free agency type franchise mode, which is incredibly difficult. There's a lot of challenges, and I think it's going to be really rewarding once we start winning games. And I look through all the comments, and on Twitter, it's always, when's the next Rip City franchise coming up? When's that one coming up? So I like the fact that that's being very well received. But as I look through my schedule here, I schedule every single upload on my channel, and I try to forecast what days videos are coming up. Usually, I have 2 to 3 days that are kind of open. I mean, I always could squeeze in an extra franchise mode. I could start another realistic rebuild a little earlier than I want to. But I like to keep diversifying content. It keeps me from being bored, keeps things fresh for you guys. So obviously with the draft coming up, there's going to be more than enough room to do my 32-team mock draft series. There's probably going to be some more prospect breakdowns, especially once we get closer to the combine. But I go back to like, what else can I do, man? What can I do to keep things fresh? And I go back to the comments in that video, and there was very common suggestions that I was like, you know what? You know what I could do? Rather than overworking myself, rather than having too many series on the go, making it too difficult to keep up with what's going on the channel, too difficult to get invested in a series because there's 6-7 series going on, I was like, you know what? When people combine chocolate and peanut butter, it was a combination people didn't know they wanted. When you get stoned and you eat Doritos, you're like, this is the greatest thing in my life. Booty girls on Instagram. Wow, that's the greatest app I've ever used. Double tap. Well, in Madden 18, we started something special. A series that had never been done before in Madden history that planted a seed of electricity on Madden YouTube that has never been seen before, and legend was born on the channel. In Madden 19, we took everything to another level.
No. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
A family gained the love of Mullins and Mullins of people around the world.
Ah, yeah, yeah!
He's exhausted. His stat line is going to be absolute. Look at that. Oh my God, he broke a record! And in Madden 20, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Well, fuck that. It's time to take the game over yet again with the craziest franchise mode the world has ever seen. Legends return, new stars are made. It's Madden 20 Pink Slips, and it starts now. So we did bring back Pink Slips for Madden 20, and we had about a year's worth of games. We did another season, and then there was 2 reasons why Pink Slips fizzled out. And I know you guys want to see it back, and I know like we took shots at my little return trailer. That Superstar KO, which is like a super big poppin' mode, has a lot of framework of our Pink Slip series in it. Now, I don't know if they got any inspiration from me, but I feel like it's pretty hard to say that there's no chance that they didn't take any inspiration. So either way, I did want to bring back Pink Slips, and there's 2 hangups. One is, it was ultimately too easy. It was rinse and repeat every night. Felt like we were getting 5 stars, we were getting the top players. And, Pink Slips isn't supposed to be like that other franchise, the Rip City franchise that we're doing on the channel, where it's designed to be insanely difficult, right? And designed to be a super challenge. Pink Slips is supposed to be challenging, but ultimately the draw is winning players, winning games and winning players. And you start with a really bad roster, you got to find a way to make games winnable. But they were just a little too winnable in Madden 20 series, and it just became not that fun because it became really predictable. And every single week, we're winning big-time players. And the second issue with Pink Slips here in Madden 20 was it's just so hard for me to stream consistently, and that's what this series requires. It needs to be coming up once or twice a week, producing that content, get it going, getting it established, because there's a lot of work. You want to get through 2-3 seasons because that's how you build up your team. And the difficulty for me is I would stream for like 2 weeks in a row, and then, you know, Wednesdays are my stream nights. And then one Wednesday my kid is sick, and then I miss a week. And then the next week, you know, there's something else comes up, and I miss a week. And I just didn't like, I'm a kind of person that I need to get in a rhythm. I need like bang, bang, bang. I need to get 4 Wednesdays in a row. I stream for an entire month. Then that's established. I will be streaming every week. It's just too hard when every night I'm always kind of working on a YouTube upload. And then it's overtime. Essentially, streaming for me is overtime. And overtime for me is taken away from my family. I work, you know, whenever, you know, my 6, 7, 8 hours a day. And then my kid gets home from preschool. And then I'm just like, I want to hang out with him. But when I'm streaming, I'm like, all right, we can hang out for like half hour, but then go play. I'm not going to be able to tuck you to bed. I got to be downstairs in the basement in the office, streaming, working. And it's just, when it becomes a competition between the two, I'm always going to pick, you know, hanging out with my kid than I am going to be streaming. But that being said, I love streaming. Streaming on Pink Slips is fun as hell. Being able to spin the wheel and having all those people in the comment section tell me what players to get, and getting memes like the Mullins family would never exist if it wasn't for the live stream. So what I'm thinking is, if we're doing something like Pink Slips and you guys want to see that back, it's going to have to primarily be on YouTube with an emphasis that we can stream a couple times a month. I can't put a number on it, honestly. I'm going to say right now, obviously at least twice a month, at least bi-weekly. We'll have a night that we'll do, 1 or 2 games, and then maybe we'll do the off-season and stuff like that for Pink Slips on Twitch. But primarily, it has to be on YouTube, stuff that I can work on during the day. So that answers kind of, can we do something that's Pink Slips related? Then, the year is 2002. And while everyone was on MySpace, playing Neopets, getting blue eyes, white dragons, wearing Heelys and grills, and bumping Nickelback in your brother's souped-up Honda Civic, the National Football League was welcoming its 32nd team into the league in the Houston Texans. It is the flashback franchise of the San Antonio Marshalls. So the Flashback franchise was another series you guys said in the channel rebuild comments that you wanted to see return. For those of you that don't know what the Flashback franchise was, it was a late Madden 19 series where my boy Cursive basically made an option that you could rebuild the entire NFL as you know it. You could start in the 2003 season. Every base roster is what it was in 2003. And then he made the ensuing draft classes for the 2004 season all the way up to the 2019-2020 season. So you can literally take any team, any of the 32 teams from 2003 and rebuild their entire history. And when I found out that these rosters and everything was ready for Madden 20, again, peanut butter and chocolate, Doritos and weed, Instagram and booty girls, the combinations you didn't know you needed until they were presented right in front of you, I came up with this idea. Why not start a series with the Flashback franchise roster, right? We'll start in 2003. We could do, fantasy draft, do certain indicators like starter team, below, all the standard. Let's make a cupcake team, right? Make it all pretty bad roster and make it so we can grind our way up from that 2003 season. Have opportunities, 04, 05, 06, 07, potentially being able to draft Aaron Rodgers, Adrian Peterson, Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, Saquon Barkley, when some of these new stars start coming up. But what if instead of just doing that, and we've already done a Flashback franchise before, why don't we combine that with Pink Slips? Why don't we start in 2003 with a team with everyone's below 70 overall? Most of these 90% of the players you probably never heard of. And then we apply those same Pink Slips rules to be able to acquire talent as we work our way up and as we have the ability to draft players that you know right now as the superstars of the NFL. I feel like this is something that could be pretty damn fun. It's completely unrealistic. It's completely off-center from the two series that we have right now on the channel, the Realistic Rebuilds and the Rip City franchise. And it's just where you can flip that switch off of realism and just have some fun. And I feel like that is the third series. That is the perfect complement to the content that we already have on the channel. So what do you guys think? Would you want that? Would you want to see Pink Slips and Flashback franchise make love, have a baby, and give birth to something that I think will be super ridiculous and super fun? Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. Always taking in ideas for how we could. Right now, literally, I have the title of the series. That's about it. I have none of the framework. I don't know how we're going to build a team. I don't know what rules we're going to set outside of the traditional pink slips rules, but I'm excited. I think this will be pretty damn fun. And every now and again, we can mix in a live stream, and I think it's going to be a really, really good time. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. As always, it's your boy C4 saying tomorrow we'll be dropping a new team for the Realistic Rebuilds. It was one of the top community requested teams, so I hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.